stories making the headlines this morning. I have here Ghanaian Times, so I'll
Please
start off with that.
Yes.
Front page of Ghanaian Times, major story says gold for oil program from January 1. BOG to buy 20% refined gold from mining companies for purchase of oil for Ghanaian market. Jospon ventures into large-scale rice production, signs deal with Thailand Exim Bank, major industry players. VIP launches $450 million multi-country credit facility to address socio-economic challenges in northern Ghana. Oslo Chancery building case. Norway dismisses appeal against Ghana. That's the front page of the Ghanaian Times. Definitely some Black Stars news on the back page. GT Sports has determined Stars to make amends against South Korea, and Fianu urges Stars to take own referee to South Korea game.
Right now, moving on to the Daily Graphic. Gold for oil. Mining firms directed to sell 20% for petroleum comes with a photograph of Abu Jinapo, who is Lands Minister. Also on the front page, Jospon partners tie companies for rice production. Now, Ghana wins appeal in Norway case comes with a photograph of Attorney General Godfred Yeboah Dame. Amate Otuado vowed to stop Korea as Black Stars play today. Now, this is what we really want to be hearing. Stop them.
All right, let's move into the Finder. The Finder newspaper says 2023 budget, you start to drive job creation as 10 billion cedis initiative targets 1 million jobs in 3 years. Job creation, 500 prisons office assistants begin training. Large-scale mining firms to sell 20% of refined gold to BOG. Has a picture of the lands minister again. And World Cup selection headache for Otuado ahead of South Korea clash. That's the Finder newspaper.
Now moving on to the Chronicle. Alleged national security operative in court over 2.7 million Ghana cedi gold robbery at KIA, that is Kotoka International Airport. 10 billion cedis U-Start program will lead to massive job creation. This is coming from the Finance Minister, Ken Ofori. African leaders must champion industrialization. This is Trade Minister Alan Chemating speaking. Ghana prisons, a den of thieves or a hospital for lawbreakers. Now, there's a question that we all need to answer. Are they going there to be refined or reformed, or they are coming back, hardened that they even went in? Now, the scripture for today, 1 Timothy 6:10. For the love of money is the root of all kinds of evil. Some people, eager for money, have wandered from the faith and pierced themselves with many griefs. A word to the wise is always enough.
All right. Oslo Chancery building saga. This is in the New Crusading Guide. Oslo Chancery building saga. Norway court dismisses appeal against Ghana. Government to pump 10 billion cedis into U-Start for job creation. YEA prison service trained 2,000 personnel as prisons office assistants. Boss emerges CEO of the year 2022. And Jospon responds positively to government's call as group signs MOUs with major rice players in Thailand. I think the story is running through all the newspapers, almost all of them this morning. I think it's quite important.
Story.
I mean, this is a local or Ghanaian-owned company or group of companies, and if they are signing MOUs with Thailand, major rice players in Thailand, we all know the history of Thailand and rice.
Yes.
And for a country like Ghana that is spending about 1.3 billion cedis annually on rice importation, especially at a time of an economic crunch, I think it's really important that such moves are lauded and, of course, supported by government. Remember that Ken Ofori during the budget presentation mentioned that they were going to support local business and expand. So if we're creating the conducive environment for businesses such as Jospon to go into such partnerships, I mean, for some strange reason, rice has become a major staple.
It is.
Although it wasn't. Now it's a major staple.
Yeah.
And we're spending so much to import. So if we have a local company that has gone into partnerships with major players in Thailand, I actually understand that Thai Exim Bank is also supporting. And it's not just going to be rice production. There's actually a research facility that will be put up into seed production here in Ghana. So really a major boost to rice production.
Absolutely. And I think that other businesses should also follow suit, because I think that there's so much we can do for ourselves, but sometimes, you know, the challenge is the kind of environment that we present to some of these people. And if we also not approach some of these things on partisanship basis, you know, that we see Ghanaian business people, we don't see any other colors.
Exactly. Party
you know?
A or party B.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so if any government comes in, let's have that focus that we need to promote Ghanaian businesses. It's the only way that we can free ourselves, you know, and we'll go beyond the aid that we are actually looking for. Now we move on to the Republic Press. NDC MPs lament government job freeze. Baumia launches $450 million multi-country project to secure Ghana's borders. I'm not anti-Mahama. This is coming from Ofusu Ampofo. Gender Ministry champions 20 years imprisonment for gender-based violence. Let's collaborate to end Apenkwa road crashes. This is Accra Mayor speaking. Africa needs new strategic framework for industrialization. This is coming from Trade Minister Alan Chematin.
The New Publisher, major story, says no U-turn on Ofori Atta. Majority Leader chases Akufo-Addo to honor deal with MPs. Napo picks Energy Award. COP2S-led Iyoko recovers 27.55 million Ghana cedis in 10 months. And Baumia speaks against Apo Kronkron. Maybe you want to grab that paper and get to know exactly which Apo Kronkron Baumia is speaking about. Now
moving on to the Inquisitor. Race for NDC chair, mosquito photo get grabby. You remember Barthami photo? So it comes to the photograph of Samuel Ofusu-Ampofo, who is chairman for the NDC, and Johnson Esiedun-Ketia, who is general secretary, hoping to be the chairman of the party. NLA donates to Accra Psychiatric Hospital. Esla Esiama fight over chair in Parliament. Did you hear that?
Again?
No, I'm just surprised that people would want to fight this woman over her chair, because she never was surrendered her chair.
She's made her
When it comes to her chair, just don't go there, because she won't give it up.
She won't give it up.
She will fight for her chair. Yeah. Now, Benedicta Lassie makes history. You can get the details of this story in the Inquisitor. UPPR is CIMG Manufacturing Coy of the Year.
Right. Business and Financial Times. Front page, additional revenue lines to raise 8 billion Ghana cedis. And the story we talked about is also captured here. It says major boost for local rice production as Jospon signs MOUs with major rice players in Thailand. Access Bank partners DBG to grow SME sector. And MTN Heroes of Change Season 6. 10 individuals rewarded for significant impact during COVID-19. That's the front page of the Business and Financial Times.
Now the Metro Lens. Jospon makes swift response to government's calls to boost rice production as group signs MOUs with major rice players in Thailand. Woman burns her 10-year-old niece with hot iron over 2 Citi granites.
Are you serious? Why do we do this?
And the picture is quite gory.
Now, walking freely.
So, let's just see if something has really, because I really want to believe that once the papers are reporting that it means
mindset would you have
so
to be able to do such a thing?
A 32-year-old woman arrested by the police for burning her knees with hot iron over 2 cities fried granules at Kintampo North Municipal in the Bono East region. The Kintampo Divisional Police Command arrested the lady for inflicting severe burns on her 10-year-old niece with a hot iron. The arrest made on Wednesday, November 23, 2022 at Magazine in Kintampo follows a tip-off by an informant believed to be a close neighbor to the suspect and the victim.
This is sad. This is sad. I mean, your own daughter or
no,
niece?
her niece. Her niece.
Yes, but this is a human being.
But even if it's a stranger,
exactly,
why would you burn somebody with a hot iron? And the picture is quite gory, you know. Oh my.
Oh boy.
Anyway.
Oh boy. I mean, we want to blame some of these things on poverty, but I mean, you have no
this is insanity. I mean, we have to punish the insanity out of you.
And then you create such a... I hope she's really getting some proper treatment, the child who suffered this.
Because it's quite serious.
Yeah, she might be scarred for life.
Yeah.
Anyways, today newspaper says IEA engages Kufuor over 1992 constitution, PPP executives in attendance. Indum's dream government size since 2016, and TUSAG to go on strike from December 6. More labor unrest hit this government. I mean, a number of worker unions or teacher unions at the university level are already on strike. And TUSAG here would have to do with the administrators at the university. And if they're also threatened to strike on December 6th, then clearly tertiary education is grinding to a halt. So this is going to affect academic and non-academic activities because we know that the senior staff administrators are also on strike due to conditions
Well,
of
let's just hope
service.
that we don't get there, because for now, even those on strike are on stalemate. They are
Exactly.
unable to...
There's a demand for a 60% increase in the base pay on
imagine?
the single spine
Can you
salary
imagine?
strike. That was inconclusive. We've read the budget.
So just quickly, let's take a look at news on citinewsroom.com. Baumia clarifies Ghana's position on usage of dollar. Now, there's a conversation that we are all interested in. Catholic Bishop of Wa, Cardinal Baubir, dies age 63. God bless his soul. Let's work to maintain Ghana's peace and security. This is coming from President Akufo-Addo. Edrahini, the stools chief, for allegedly aiding nomadic herdsmen in robbery attacks. Now, government will be open to feedback on new policies in budget. This is Husseini Issa. He made a lot of suggestions on hot issues. Is it Saturday? What's the name of our program again?
The big issue
The big
on Saturday.
issues,
Yeah,
yes,
the
yes.
big issue on
So
Saturday.
government to battle gold for oil. This is coming from Vice President Baumia. Pressure group chides police for frustrating protest against government. 256 teachers accuse unions of neglect amid tussle over promotions.
You would want to get some business news from citybusinessnews.com. We have a number of stories, including Talugana committed to skills transfer. This is the managing director of Talugana speaking. Trade surplus hits $1.87 billion in October. Government to barter gold for oil. This is Dr. Mahamudu Baumia. Ghanaians to pay more for goods and services as VAT goes up 2.5% in 2023. And 2023 budget statement and economic policy. You can find the full text on citybusinessnews.com. Remember, Parliament is expected to begin the debate on the 2023 budget from tomorrow, Tuesday. And so we'll see how that goes, whether we're playing ball and allowing the 2.5% increase in the VAT to go through, or well, we're going to see if we can bend the arm of government small to reduce it.
The Momo.
The Momo thing is quite tricky. I listened to Caleb on the back page, and he had this analogy. It's like taking money from your girlfriend to buy her a gift, only to take more money back from her.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, it sounds at
So
all.
we're reducing it to 1%. Then we take
But
away the
everybody-
threshold.
exactly.
It's, you know, if you send 2 CDs, we'll tax you.
Sure.
Yeah.
Anyway, you're still live on Breakfast. Daily Sports is next.